Man, oh man, here we go again, and we are back with some Will It Run action. This is Slick's mom's?
Yep.
Mom's car, okay, and it's been at your house in the same spot for how long?
Probably 15 years. Beating up my rockers and my...
I know a sheet metal guy. That's you. You can fix them yourself. We're gonna shove this thing outside and pop the hood to see what we're against. We already know it's rat nest because it's coming out from underneath that side, so we're gonna clean it outside.
Pop the hood. Hey, pop the hood.
Pop the hood?
Pop the hood. Pop the hood.
Cut back the other way. You don't get a good parking brake. Let's shove it forward a little bit. All right. Let's see what she's working with, Slick. Yep. There it is. Oh, no hinges?
Yeah.
Quick release. All right.
Race car.
Well, shoot, grab a side. Well, there she is. Dang. Edelbrock intake, Slick. We ain't surprised that she had the chrome valve covers because you already said it was a race car. Yeah. But yeah, a little hot rod intake action, huh? What is this, Slick? Pontiac
400.
All right. Well, this is what we need to work on. Here's a good first step. Just like all the performance parts, the tires and the wheels, that crap's brand new.
Oh man.
Look at that. It's like your dad changed the oil, put the wheels and tires on it, and was like, now's a good time to park it. Yeah. Oil looks great. What about if we grab a hold of it? Oh, there it went. She's spinning. That makes me happy. All right, well, what in the custom firewall? Oh my gosh. That is an electric service panel. Something electric. That's your front cover. And it is screwed to the firewall. That's the heater delete, baby. Little hex head down there. Little drywall screw right there.
That may or may not be off of a trailer house.
That is definitely off a trailer house.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Good healthy scoops. This old 6.5 horsepower unit's about to run like a beast because she's got a fresh cold air intake on her and she's gonna suck like never before. Full race car. We can turbo it! We're closer, but we're still not quite there. Rat pee and poop can make like concrete basically. So like that, that's just packed on there. We're gonna have to break it off of something. We got another dirt dauber set up. Holy cow, can't even break it off there. Just some good old fashioned Pot County archaeology. She cleaned up pretty good back in some of these areas. Some of this larger stuff is still wedged in, but she's looking better anyhow. I think we're going to pressure wash it off to get it cleaned up since that stuff was kind of caked on there. And we thought we may clean out the inside too since we're here. I'm not going to make y'all watch us pull all this out of here because it ain't going to be no fun. It's just a dang mess. This is good stuff here. Poop. Poop everywhere. That's all I've seen for the last hour or so. Poop. The tow roll is the most underrated piece of work equipment on YouTube. All of YouTube. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Are we even looking at the same car, guys? Look how good she looks underneath the hood now. Yeah. Oh, engine's still blue, baby. We like that. Heave ho, we're back into position here. Got the old zero turn Pontiac, baby. That's one way to drain her. Here comes the rat drop soup. Yummy. Me and Slick went and grabbed a little bite to eat to come back to mess with that, and we came back to some power being ran. That's right, they're running the new 320 service over to the shop. At some point the power's going to be disconnected so it can be reconnected, but we don't know how fast it's going to be reconnected, so we're going to be powerless. So instead of shoving this thing in the shop, we're going to use the natural LED. We're going to use the sun where we can see. So I think what we're going to want to do is start by pulling some spark plugs. Dang, a little corrosion. No, it's that good green. That ain't corrosion, that's barnacles. Yeah, these plugs are good. Your dad had them gapped out with that HEI. He's ready for a performance run. They look like they were a little yeah, a little rich running. If they thought that was rich, wait till we put that big old carburetor on there. Old Holly 750 double pumper, baby. I still can't get over the oil in this thing. He literally changed the oil and parked it. We're gonna pull all these guys and we're gonna end up spraying some lube in there, but first we're gonna what do you call it? We're gonna look down in there with our little Heidi camera and see what she's looking like. Got our little video screen out here. Going into number whatever this cylinder is on this side. It's hard to see.
Oh, I see that crosshatch.
Uh-huh.
She's fresh.
Yeah. Hardly any carbon on there. I mean, there's some, but she ain't caked on super thick or anything. Pretty nice looking. Mm-hmm. Next. Got a bug in there or what?
30 over.
Yep, that baby's 30 over. She better have a hog cam in her or I'm gonna be disappointed. Top of the piston, same thing. Little carbon in the center, nothing over the top. Once again, we're gonna confirm that they're all 30 over right there. So here or there, we can see a little surface rust on some of the cylinder walls around. But like I said, that looks awesome. Now, we spun her by hand, not suspecting it to be hard to crank, but when they've been sitting, it does not hurt to spray some lube in there and just help them want to crank again. So let's get a little lubrication in the situation. There we go, that's flowing. That's flowing. Just a little spritzing. All right, so we'll let that do a little sitting. And I just realized, I think we meant to actually spray down that starter when we had the pressure washer going, but we did not. All right, got her cinched down in the old testing machine here. I don't know, buddy. Where'd that hammer go? Of course, that wasn't the best ground. I don't know what we need to tap on besides everything. Yeah, it does not like that, does it? Hook up our little helper switch here. We'll try it through the solenoid. Well, that works. So our solenoid's working, but no spinning. Yeah, don't look, well, say that down in there, it's hard to see, but it does look dirtier.
You got 10 minutes.
Till we lose power?
Yeah.
All right, T-minus 10 minutes. Oh. Are you allowed to fill starters full of looby dooby? As long as it's dielectric grease?
Yeah.
We're just gonna spin this and let it cut in some new grooves in the bearings and bushings and all that.
Self-clearancing.
Yeah, she'll be fine. I feel like we should spray stuff in there.
I know, but I don't think we're supposed to.
Supposed to? Or are we gonna? There we go. So I think we put a little looby in there even though you're not supposed to. And we work it, and then we flip it back over, and we blow it out with air, and we get all the extra out of there. All right, let's see if we did her any good. Oh! You like that? Put your finger in there, huh? I don't know how long she's gonna last, but she's rocking and rolling for now. We wanna figure out getting that starter on the cart, and we know we're like 5 minutes away from losing power, so we're gonna try to hurry here. Yeah. Yes! We got it on before they got the power cut. Well, we ain't got no power no more, but who needs that? You know, power's overrated. And that thread's in there. Just regular old GM starter bolts I had. Check our length here. Ooh, my. Hey buddy, I noticed we're missing the nut off our stud for the solenoid. We could do that before, but if you want to do it after. Bolt number 2. Some threads were a little rusty looking. Yep. All right.
I'm missing the nut, of course, support.
Oh, core support got one heck of a bolt in there. Good. Yep, she was rusty and crusty. Times are hard here at Puddin's Fab Shop. Well, I can't afford the electric bill no more. That's what's going on. What's that right there?
Ooh.
What is that right there? We can drill it out.
Nice little fit.
Got that good old wire. They'll make it like they used to. Here we go. Some pretty copper showing. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah. Ain't coming off there now. We don't want to look like we're just rigging this up, so don't forget to electrical tape that where it's safe. The quality in our work is what sets us apart here. There we go. Kind of fish her up in there. That makes it where we should be able to get that pretty flush. There we go. That's snug as a bug in a rug. All right. This is going to go on our little starter stud. Put that right there on our solenoid wire. Just playing. We're going to use the end that has a cover. Yeah. Look at that. Professional. Guys.
So you got to go up to take the locks off?
You got to go up to take the locks off. Well, since we can't lower it, we're going to, we've pulled our lead down here. We're going to connect it. And that, as far as our ground, we're going to go right there for a nice ground. I'm sure that's just beautiful. Hook our starter switch up. We ain't going to crank on it a whole lot. I'm just hoping we can get her to spin a hair, and we'll take that as a victory. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, baby. As y'all can see, we took my short pair of jumper cables and we hooked them up, and we just ran them all the way over to the spare battery I had. And we cleaned up our ground and we went straight to our starter, and that spins till it don't. Yeah. That ain't good.
There it goes.
There it went. Pop. I think that there's our problem, Slick. That dirt dauber in there.
Yeah, just jamming it up.
Yep. Now we got that flex plate rebuilt. Maybe she'll spin a little better. Let's see what happens. Yeah! Sounds very healthy. Here comes the oil.
Is it coming out now?
Yeah. Y'all see that?
Yeah, it's coming.
We're starting to get our oil now.
Lubing the cylinder, or lubing the motor.
Yep. In the morning, hopefully, those guys are going to get here, get my power situated where we can see. We are still without power this morning. We actually got to go over to Slick's mom's parents' house where the car was sitting, because there's more parts for it up in the attic. All right, we made it to Slick's old garage. Some good old attic crawling. Oh my, oh my. What a wild looking little header. What else you got up here? Oh baby. We get that installed with your one bucket, and she's gonna have a classy interior. Basically like building a model car. We just need to collect all the parts and put it together. More interior panels. All right, guys, we're gonna keep pulling parts, whatever he can all find up there. So here's our attic haul. Slick's about it, baby. Firebird parking only. Yeah, that looks pretty stable. Looks good from here. Yeah. Hold your breath, buddy. Matches the rest of the interior. Got her loaded down. What we got here, Slick?
Bird in a box.
Bird in a box. Well, we're back to the no light workshop. We're gonna start with trying to get our headers on there. So I'm gonna clean out some of these holes. And we're gonna wiggle our can of brake clean in here. Give them a flushing. Slick went by the parts store this morning. Got some exhaust manifold gaskets.
We got headers, so we're making them fit.
All right.
Come on, baby, fit, please.
Oh! Oh ho ho! Oh yeah.
Oh well, hold on. Before we do that, should we take the starter off and put the new starter on?
Yeah, probably. Whoo! We're gonna flatten that. Got a bolt started. Yesterday when we found that starter in bad shape, we had went ahead and ordered one, guys. It was like $74, which I was actually surprised. Cheap enough. Anyhow, Slick is planning on, we're hoping it's a runner driver here soon down the road, and it looks like that. It's gonna make that starter hard to change. We wanted to get it going on that one, but not at the expense of having to backtrack and pull a header to possibly swap it later today. So we might as well just swap it out now. Pull that old one there and compare them. That one's a little longer, and that's perfect, because looky here. Well, we got a little foot of extra or so right there. So as long as we get this kind of fish correctly, this should be about perfect, and we can attach it and get everything up and finally make more progress. Now we're gonna play guess the angle. Hope we guessed correctly. Gonna have that old curved back spine. Try and get this one started. I think I got it. Now on this side, before we go on, our little oil leak special, I pulled the old stuff off there, and we're gonna go ahead and feed us some new copper. We're just gonna take it straight up. Oh! All right, just make sure that's shoved forward and tighten it down. Having power again is pretty cool. We were able to get all these tightened except for this one here. We got to get our middle gasket started on this one here. Little funky. The gasket's now slotted. Don't leave us a lot of material there, but we'll hope for the best. It's taking some finagling, but I got those started. My hand got a little sore. Well, Slick took over. We're gonna get our ground pulled off here as well. Dang!
Attached. No one
actually
stolen.
Sure, this is gonna go well. A little rust, but she ain't rusted through. Clean that up, shove our oil thingy through. We want a nice good electrical system here, so shiny new bolt, because we ain't cutting no corners on this rig. Just more race car parts. Put a little wing nut off here. One thing we want to do is figure out how to get this thing flipped all the way open. We'll do a little wedging, because we're going to do some compression testing as well. Get our little switch hooked up down there. Got her hooked up. We did just wedge that open with the screwdriver. Let's go for a little test crank. Oh, all right. That don't sound too good. So we're assuming that our little spinny gear, Bendix, whatever they call that, just coming out and hitting this. Obviously it ain't engaging it. That does look pretty dang close to it. Loosen them, and there's a little wiggle in it, but not much. You dropping her down?
Putting all of them in there.
Let's see what she does. All right. Inside here, we're gonna trim down the old copper. Slick had a oil gauge here. You got anything you wanna mount this sucker in?
Zip ties.
We're gonna start some compression testing here. I got this, or a gauge threaded into number 1, or what I believe to be number 1. I did a little Googling, and kind of like small block Chevy, 1357. On your driver's side, that's our fan, by the way. That's our distributor. Passenger side, 2468. Come on, number 1, give me some. Probably about $1.30-ish. All right, number 5, come alive. About $1.45. All right, so number 5, we peaked out about $1.45. And number 4 was our lowest at about $1.20. Other than that, we're pretty consistent at the 130 to 140. 4, you got 3. Mm-hmm. All right, so we need to rob 1 from something. We'll pull 1 out of this good engine. That way something comes down here and builds a nest in there or something, you know. All right, we're gonna do a little cleaning, possibly ungapping from 80 thou. What'd you gap that one to, 1/4 inch?
1/8 inch, baby, new plate.
64 thousandths, 46 thousandths, 40 thousandths. That was mine from the truck. They're about 66 thou, 65, 65, and 61. We're gonna close these down. What do you want to gap them to?
35.
35, not enough. Even with electronic, with that HEI, we could probably go 45 thousandths. That's pretty standard for electronic, I do believe. Just take about 20 thousandths off. Not bad looking, cleaned up good. As I go down through here and clean them up some, Slick's gonna recheck them just in case. Now, before we put all this in, we want to check for spark. And to do that, since we got an HEI in this rig already, we just need to get 12 volts to that right there. Now we got a good butt splice going, good chewed up wire going. So yeah, that needs replaced anyhow. All right, I see that wire went way over here. Strip your end, and I always just bend that sucker over.
Strip your other end.
Oh, you're going fancy. I always just shove it in there, but if you want to do the twist, we can do the twist. We'll get our screwdriver out of there. Now that hot, as long as we start cranking, if it's gonna spark, it's gonna spark. Going live. Nice bright spark. That's because we got the performance unit. But, I mean, it's a HEI, so we weren't expecting to fight too many problems. So we'll kill that so our coil ain't hot. And we're gonna go ahead and start putting our spark plugs in. All right, that ain't the prettiest, but that'll get us running. One last thing that's pretty obvious we need to address first. That right there's a vacuum leak.
That's 1.
That fell off there.
3.
2, 3.
4.
Come across the front. This right here, I'm assuming used to go down to our shifter modulator thing. There's 1. That is
Done.
Not the happiest, and goes to this, which is probably also not the happiest. Step 1, get the old crap out of here. And pull that. Who recognized that? Does that mean that this is from an 80s smog truck? Because that's what it looks like to me, is something stupid. 1 of them there. Vacuum advance on the diaphragms back there. Sticks up, kind of cool, a little different. There we go. Bigger cap down there for now. Of course, got our plug there. And look how much better that looks already. That's good. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and run this line, and we'll just put this nice rubber hose right on top of it.
Put it over the header like that.
All right. Yeah, let's get a couple zip ties, I reckon.
Yeah.
Now that thing, we're gonna kind of try to fish up that way. There we go. There, all that can loop around. We'll pull this big plug off down here. Perfect fit right there. Shoot, she ain't looking too bad. And just imagine if we were actually worried about cleaning up our plug wires and stuff. It's like done topped off our trans fluid there. to make sure it had some in there. I found this. It's a fresh bottle of some Get Her Done 91, aka rocket fuel. Get our coil alive, that way we get spark. Any fuel spraying? Oh yeah, yeah. All right, let's fill the sucker up. That accelerator pump was pumping. Well, you got that? If anything goes wrong, I'll pull this. Going live. She needs fuel. She sounds like she's running when she's running. I don't know if maybe she just ain't getting enough fuel. Go ahead. Well, she's trying to run. I think our air to fuel mix ratio is kind of hard to get with the squeeze bottle. Could be that tiny little hole I put in there. She seems to like the petrol. And as you come inside, you'll see the custom fuel cell down in the floorboard of this race machine. Got a fuel cell, a gauge, a T-handle shifter, and a bucket seat with a 3-spoke steering wheel. I don't know what else you think you need. Machine gun fuel pump. Motor sounds healthy as can be when revving and running good. It just don't like to idle, it don't seem like. Now that has nothing to do with that carburetor sitting for as long as it has, okay? I'm sure it's perfectly fine. So we're gonna start pulling stuff here. We could also rob the Edelbrock off that old motor out there. It was a 700 CFM Edelbrock.
Which one?
On the 4-wheel drive that we robbed parts from. Dang, they done dirt daubered me since I got it running last. That's some nice custom bracketry over there.
I seen it. What you want to do is kick your carburetor.
Whoop it like the devil. Make me look weak, Slick. Perfect. That's good. Our fuel hooked up.
That'll work for now.
Good enough. She's spraying, I'm praying. Let's see what happens. It won't even try to hold idle there. The only time it tries to hold idle is way up there. She's definitely running better with that carburetor, guys. As far as getting it to try to idle before, the absolutely only way we could get it to idle was with our timing at 20 degrees. Right now I've got it turned back to the 12 degrees. So we made an improvement there. Before, anything less than like 18, it was dying. Now it does sound rough. However, do not forget, we ain't got the best stuff here. So we're thinking maybe tomorrow, if we can get the stuff, we do an ignition tune-up on it and hopefully try to get a little bit of that mist gone, get her running a little smoother. And then with that, maybe we can tweak with the timing, give her a little more, take away a little bit, you know. I do think we made progress with swapping that carburetor. All right, this morning, Slick's got some sandblast work going on at his shop. He should be here in a little bit. I did swing by there though, and he had some more shims for us. So I threw a couple shims in there. Fun fact, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I've never had to shim a starter. I've always had good luck. And I told him, he said he's gonna grab plugs and plug wires. So I said to get a little bit better plug, meaning just don't get like the cheapos, you know, maybe like a decent AC Delco or whatever. Well, this dang hot rodder got the old Excel high performance header plugs, okay? Damned old hot rod. That's all she is. Woo! She's got the copper core. So just like yesterday, we're gonna go through here and gap these out to about 45 thousandths. These ones are a little fancier though, being gold. They match the glasses. They match the tooth, baby. Come on. All right, swap all 8 of them out. Oh, the boys are here. Bill, I was hoping to see you here. Going to pop number 3 on there, and I noticed She's a little wiggly piggly. Got a little clack to her. These other ones are nice and solid. Pull her cap off. Y'all see that thing? How it's doing the Michael Jackson lean at a 45? Yeah, that's a wiggly piggly. Made in USA. On top of that, you can see some corrosion on all them other lugs. This red one here is the cleanest one I seem to have. And our little button thing here in the center on this one is in a lot better shape than this one. That one's plumb beat up, pretty bad looking. I say we just swap on old red. She's got a busted cover, but just pretend like you didn't see that. All right, got her back together with the red cap, and we're just gonna run the rotor that was in there. Plugs and plug wires is definitely gonna help. After inspecting the cap, I'd be more leaning towards the cap was our problem. Should have noticed that yesterday, you know, but when a million things are going on, sometimes you overlook something. I'm gonna hook up the vacuum and vents. Yep. Lock down the distributor. We gotta at least tighten down the distributor some, because right now the vibration will let it move. I mean, it's loosey-goosey. That one, oh, that's too big back there probably. We need to get a vacuum hose, and we'll go from this one here down to the vacuum advance. Get a little custom clamp going here. Little zip tie never hurt for now. Not a good zip tie, can't pull it. She got her?
Yeah.
Not really,
yeah.
Kinda.
It's vacuum, it'll keep it sucked up there.
We'll be the first ones to know.
All right, that's going down to the vacuum thingy on the transmission. Vacuum advance hooked up, that's locked down. Little fine tuning here, pull the dipstick, and yeah, it's safe to say she needs a little transmission fluid. So like put some in there yesterday. We put a little bit bigger springs here, a little better set of springs anyhow, certainly not new. I match the character of the rest of the car. I did put a shorter bolt right there to hook that to, because our throttle linkage actually hooked up to our Edelbrock, which is nice. Just had to adjust her a thread or two. She's been sitting since about 95, Bill. What's the chances she's got a set of brakes on her?
Slim and none.
Sometimes if you just power stomp it, you can break them free. Is that slack? There's the cylinder. That sucker. Bill, you want to put some money on that one? You want to lose some money, buddy? What?
You got a pedal?
It's got a freaking pedal. There ain't no damn way.
Hey, let's jack it up and test it. Spin it and see how good they work, actually.
All right, I'll go for a ride. Here we go. Stop!
Oh!
How'd she stop?
Holy cow!
Little power brake?
Dang!
Both sides.
No brakes in the rear.
Hey,
You know what
your
that means?
front does 80% of your stopping.
Better.
Yeah,
No,
that
these will do a
means
burnout.
That means that 20% don't matter. We're gonna fire up old Big Braking Bertha and see if we can get the old back tires a spinning if we kick her into gear. Woohoo! Is that side going? Dang! Temperature gauge is working. 75 psi of oil pressure. We need more trans fluid. She did pop into reverse, but once we shifted back towards drive, we weren't getting nothing. I was yelling, but I don't know if y'all could hear me. Almost 75 psi of oil pressure, and the old temperature gauge is working. She's sitting about $1.60 right now. Get our hopefully not flaming cocktail sit up here. Try to keep that from splashing around. I'll just hold it with my foot. All right, safe to say she's spinning. A good custom wiring going in here. Just following them up to our custom switch. Fire in the hole! I'd have known it if he found that.
I hit that?
No, you went right over it.
Oh, dang. R.I.P. header.
She got the power or what?
She runs good. Did it
It's
look
probably
sweet
good.
coming around that corner?
Dude, it looks sweet. Yeah.
Looks sweet.
And it's awesome when something actually has enough power to stay sideways, unlike the stuff I have. The brakes worked and we didn't even check the fluid.
Well, apparently it's got fluid in it.
Yeah. Right now, this thing's already a chili cheese foot-long rig, okay?
She'll go.
She should go. But with a little more loving on this thing.
Hey, was it spinning the
Shaking.
tires on the gravel over there?
Yeah, it spun the tires anytime you put your foot to the gas. So I think we're gonna wrap there, guys. We could do more on it, but no, I like where we ended on this. So that's it. We sure appreciate all y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, muscle car a little different for me, for us. I've been leaning towards wanting to do one for myself, and doing this has motivated me some, I ain't gonna lie. And I like probably the most unpopular Chevy muscle car, the Nova. Like, people either hate them or love them. I don't know. A Nova is the first car that I ever seen. I remember being like a teenage kid where I was like, whoa, that's a cool car. And it got me leaning towards being a car guy. I didn't have family who were just car guys or whatever. So anyhow, if you like this kind of content, be sure to let us know down in the comments. And puttinsfabshop.com for that good quality merchandise. So we appreciate all the support there. We appreciate y'all coming back and watching. And I'm on the Instagrammer, I'm on the Patreon, I'm on the Facebook, and that's it. But you know what they say, Slick? Sitting on your ass?
Won't finish your project.
That's right. What do you think, Bill? A thumbs up. Classic.
Boy, she is a heavy drinker. The old moonshine special, drinking it up.
Damn, there's so much BSery, we had to start a whole channel for all the extras. Be sure to go check out Puttin's Fab Shop if you ain't seen that baby yet. Come on!